What happens when we throw a ball upwards? Well, after reaching a certain height, it comes down automatically. Now, from Newton's first law of motion, we know that an object at rest continues to be at rest and an object in motion continues to move with the same velocity unless an unbalanced force is applied to it. So the ball is initially at rest and would remain at rest if the boy does not apply a force on it. Now, once the boy applies the force on the ball in the upward direction, the ball starts to move upwards. And according to Newton's first law, the ball would move in the upward direction indefinitely unless an unbalanced force acts upon it. So if the ball comes down after some time, some force must be acting on the ball in the downward direction. Further, notice that the velocity of the ball decreases every second as it moves upwards. That is, in every successive second, it covers a smaller distance, and the velocity of the ball increases every second as it comes down. That is, in every successive second, the ball covers a greater distance as it comes down. Hence, this downward force is acting continuously on the ball. So, who is exerting this downward force upon the ball? The earth is exerting the downward force on the ball. Not just the ball, the earth exerts a downward force on all objects present on earth. And the force with which the earth attracts an object towards the center of the earth is known as gravity. So the downward pull is towards the center of the earth. Now, there is a very interesting story behind the discovery of gravity. It is said that Sir Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree reading a book when an apple fell on his head. Now, this made him wonder, why did the apple fall down? Why didn't it rise up? And what pulled the apple in the downward direction? Thinking about this, he was able to formulate this theory about gravity. Now, the earth attracts everything towards its center. The ball, the apple, everything, including you and me. But does the earth also attracts objects which are not present on the earth? For example, celestial objects like the moon. Well, you would be surprised to know, but the earth attracts all objects in this universe, including the moon. Do not believe me? Well, let's perform a small experiment. We take a rope and we attach a stone to one of the ends of the rope. Next, we start swinging the rope from the free end. What would you observe? You would observe that the stone starts to rotate in a circular motion. Now, what would happen if we were to cut this rope? We would observe that the stone flies off tangentially in a straight line motion. Why is this so? Well, in what direction would the stone move if you were to throw the stone without attaching it to a rope? As you would expect, the stone would move in a straight line motion. So why is it that when the stone is attached to a rope, it moves in a circular motion? Well, when an object moves in circular motion, its velocity changes continuously because its direction is changing continuously. Now, from Newton's first law, we know that for change in velocity to take place, a force needs to be applied. So, what is exerting the force on the stone so that its velocity is changing every second? It is the rope which is exerting that force. And the direction of the force is towards the free end of the rope, which is also the center of the circle. So, the stone rotates in a circular path because the rope pulls it towards the center of the circle. That is, towards the free end of the rope with a force known as centripetal force. Now, even the moon rotates around the earth in a circular path. Why is that so? The moon is not attached to the earth with a rope. So, why is it moving in a circular motion? Well, the moon rotates around the earth in a circular motion because of gravity. Even though it's not visible, the earth is attracting the moon towards its center. And because of this attraction, the moon is not flying off in a tangential direction. That is, it is not moving in a straight line motion, but it is following a circular motion around the earth. And hence, earth attracts moon as well. So, the earth attracts all objects in this universe. The attraction is towards the center of the earth, and the force with which the earth attracts an object towards its center is known as gravity.